Without this fertilizer, don't sow vegetables. Urgently provide it to the plants. You'll make it from just 2 ingredients, and it will brilliantly nourish the seedlings. Thanks to it, they root faster. They grow stronger and healthier. It's a completely natural organic supplement for seedlings. You can use it for tomato, cucumber, pepper, asparagus bean, and other vegetables. The first ingredient is milk. For the fertilizer, you need 200 milliliters of milk, preferably fresh. Pour it into a container. Milk contains nutrients that are good for plants: protein, magnesium, potassium, calcium, B vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K, and vitamin E. Add a teaspoon of baking soda to it. It has a preventive effect against root diseases. Above all, it protects the seedling roots from fungi. This way, it strengthens the root system. Then, take a plastic syringe without a needle. Draw up the fertilizer. Such a prepared supplement is also suitable for one-time foliar feeding of tomato, cucumber, and pepper seedlings. Before planting them in the ground, add literally a few milliliters to the seedling that has already produced leaves. 5 milliliters of fertilizer is enough for each seedling. 2 or 3 times a month. Lactic acid bacteria also have a positive effect on plants, so milk is not only food, but also serves a protective function. It strengthens immunity and prevents the development of diseases that cause seedlings to wither and die. Thus nourished seedlings will grow stronger. Use this fertilizer throughout the germination and rooting period of the plant. Thanks to it, this year's yields will be healthier and stronger. This method works well when you have limited space in the garden, but still want to grow beautiful carrots without thinning. Let me show you how to prepare these containers for planting. Peel off the seal of each container, but don't throw them away. Pour some water into the bottom. You can do this indoors under the tap. After a while, they'll soften. Then you can make a hole in each compartment of the container. Once they dry, they're ready to use. While the containers will soften in moist soil, this method is good to start with. The seals will serve as bases. Fill the containers with soil. Take carrot seeds. The best ones to use are pelleted seeds. They're larger and easier to handle. I happen to have regular ones. You can also use this method for parsley or radish seeds. Place 1 seed in each compartment. Press them into the soil. Sow carrots into all the containers this way. Take the prepared containers to the field. If you have raised beds, this method works perfectly. Just line up the containers next to each other. I have 10 of them, so I'll arrange them in 2 rows of 5. Cover with a layer of soil and firm it down. You can also lay out the containers in rows and plant onions between them. This will ensure exceptionally successful yields.
I water the cucumbers with one addition. The yields are gigantic. I gather them in full buckets. This fertilizer has been in my family for generations. Every year we have so many cucumbers that we have to give them away to the neighbors. Growing cucumbers can be childishly simple, despite being a plant with high soil requirements. Soils for cucumber cultivation should have a good structure, be rich in organic matter and humus. Proper nutrition for the plant is also important. Unfortunately, cucumbers often fall victim to fungal diseases. To reduce the use of pesticides, it's worth resorting to natural protection methods, among which yeast spray is often recommended. Preparing it is very simple. Crush half a cube of fresh yeast into a bowl. They contain primarily B group vitamins, carbohydrates, organic iron, amino acids, and trace elements. Next, add a glass of sugar. Mix everything thoroughly and pour warm water over it. Leave it for a while for the yeast to start working. The glucose contained in the sugar will help the cucumbers produce new flowers. Dissolve the yeast mixture in 5 liters of water. Leave it to ferment for a week before using it for fertilizing. It is more effective then. If you don't have time, you can use the undiluted yeast mixture an hour after dissolving the yeast. Water the cucumbers planted in the ground with this mixture. The yeast solution perfectly affects the growth of cucumbers. It supplies the seedlings with B group vitamins, iron, amino acids, and various trace elements. This is enough to stimulate and strengthen the roots and accelerate plant growth. Yeast has one more advantage. When you water the plants with them, they enter into symbiosis with the roots. Then other harmful fungi and various disease-causing microorganisms have limited access to the roots. So yeast protects the roots from various diseases and infections. They act protectively. Moreover, you can use them in two ways. The first one involves preparing a watering solution, and the second one is the spray. The spray remains on the plant leaves, eliminating unnecessary microorganisms and fungal diseases. Just use the spray at least once a month to double the yields. I have been using this recipe for years, and every year I gather a gigantic amount of cucumbers.
Why are cucumbers packed in plastic wrap? The reason may surprise you. Why are green cucumbers wrapped in plastic while other vegetables are not? Producers of this vegetable often opt for such packaging. It might seem like plastic wrap is an unnecessary addition that generates unnecessary waste. However, it turns out to have an important purpose. Cucumbers are one of the most popular vegetables purchased by consumers. In stores, there are usually two types of cucumbers available: field cucumbers, which have characteristic bumps on the skin, and greenhouse cucumbers, which have smooth skin. The latter are packed in plastic wrap. To understand its purpose, one must delve into the structure of this vegetable. Cucumber consists of over 90% water, which provides its elasticity and also contributes to its taste. The plastic wrap is crucial for the transport and taste of this product. It turns out that precise protection of the skin with its help is essential. It prevents water from evaporating from the vegetable cells, ensuring that we buy fresh, firm, and juicy cucumbers rather than dried out, soft, and spongy ones. The plastic wrap also has a purpose in transportation. Greenhouse cucumbers are often imported from other countries. It protects them from being crushed and, when vacuum-packed, shields them from mold. Despite protection from contamination, it should be remembered that such cucumbers should be washed before eating. Although packaging them in plastic wrap may seem like an environmentally unfriendly solution, without this protection, the vegetable would have no chance of reaching our stores. A more environmentally friendly choice may be field cucumbers. There is no need to pack them in plastic. Put a stocking on the pot. The plants will stop getting sick. Line the potting soil with cotton and pull the stocking over it. This trick can save your plants. When used regularly, it ensures the health of your flowers. It protects them from diseases and pests. When discolorations and spots appear on the leaves, few of us know whether it's bacteria, fungi, or pests. You usually resort to spraying, but with dense foliage, it's not that simple. The spray needs to be precise. It's easy to miss a leaf. Wiping the leaves with a cotton ball is not always effective, and it's time-consuming. Try another trick. Take some cotton and lay it on the potting soil. Completely cover the plant with cotton. Use a piece of old pantyhose and stretch it over the pot from below, so it holds the cotton in place. Fill a bucket with water. Add chopped garlic to it. Use plenty of garlic. Leave the water for about half an hour. After this time, take your plant and immerse it in the bucket. Only immerse its leaves. If the bucket is larger than mine, use sticks to prevent the pot from falling into the water. Leave the plant in the water for several minutes. Garlic is antibacterial. It also kills and repels pests. Instead of sprays, you can save your plants by soaking them in water with garlic. They will be healthy, and you will enjoy their beautiful sight.